What's up, YouTube and Lions fans? This is your boy, The Bridge, aka the most delusional Lions fan that you're ever going to meet. Okay, so first things first, if you're new to the channel, if you can, please just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I do want to say thank you to everybody because we did hit 100 subscribers a day. The 100 subscriber was Joshua Jones, so I appreciate you for going ahead and making that thing even out for me. And everybody else that subscribed, I definitely appreciate y'all, man. But in this video today, it's basically gonna just be talking about how we shouldn't give up hope on the Lions yet. Because when I've looked at our schedule, we have a decent schedule to finish this thing out, man. Like, our schedule really isn't bad. Those first 4 games were probably the hardest part of our schedule. And I know a lot of y'all probably like, man, it's over. Like, we need a new coach. We need to trade some players. Stafford isn't good and all of this, just a lot of negativity, and I get it. When you're losing, you're gonna go to being negative, like, especially like when you losing, you're not winning. Of course, you're gonna be thinking negative. But fans like myself, we tend to stay positive when things get bad. Like when things get bad, I start thinking more creative. And I start thinking like of ways that we can win instead of ways that we can lose, So when I look at our schedule, man, but before we even get off into the schedule, let's just talk about the first 4 games. Okay, so if you're a real Lions fan, you know what our team is capable of. You know what the team is going to do 9 times out of 10. Like when you be real about it, we really know what's gonna happen. So when you look at those games that we had, the first game against the Bears, I had that as a win for us. We were supposed to, in my eyes, we should have won that game. And coming into the season, I said that was one of the games that we were gonna win. Okay, so but we lose that game. That's one down that I felt we should have in the first quarter. We just talking about the first quarter right now. So I had that one as a win, but we took an L. So that's one L. And then the second game we played was the Green Bay game. Now I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all know I'm a diehard Lions fan, probably one of the most crazy fans out there. But I had us breaking even with Green Bay. To start the season off, I said we were gonna break even. So we went to their house, we lost. I'm not too, to be real with you, I didn't like how we lost, but I understood and I wasn't too upset with the loss, but I was more upset with like us getting blown out. But like, I kind of already knew we were going to break even with Green Bay because Green Bay is looking really good this year. So I had us breaking even. So that loss, I had that one in our record. I had that in the count. And if you're a real Lions fan, a lot of y'all had that one as a loss too. So let's be real. Let's be real and stop acting like we thought they was gonna come in here and go undefeated. Like, right now we need to be realistic with ourselves, but also give the team credit where it's due. So let's go into that third game. So we had the Green Bay one as a loss. I did. A lot of y'all might have had that as a loss too. Okay, so the Green Bay game should have been our first loss, but it was the second one. Okay, then we go into the Arizona Cardinals. I had this as a win for us. Before the season started, I had the Arizona game as a win because last year, when you look at how that game went and how we tied that game and we should have won it, I thought we were going to go in there and handle business, and we did. Okay, we're not going to go into talking about how the defense didn't really do their job and all of this. We just being real right here. So I had that one as a win. So that was a win we should have got. Then the Saints game, I'm going to be honest with y'all, all right? The Saints game, on my sheet, starting the season off, I had that as a loss, okay? And the reason I had it as a loss was because I felt like the Lions, after we came off of the Arizona Cardinals win, I didn't anticipate the Saints record being that bad, them being 1-2. I didn't think they were going to be 1-2. I thought they were probably going to come in like 2-1, to be real with you. So them being 1-2, it just intensified the hunger that I thought they were going to have, So that game, us losing that game, I kind of already had that one down as a loss. I had that one as a loss. I'm being 100 with y'all. I had the Saints game as a loss. So, in my eyes, the first 4 games, we were supposed to go 2-2. We were supposed to beat the Bears, and we were supposed to beat Arizona. We were supposed to lose to the lose to the Saints, and lose to Green Bay. Okay, that's how I had it going. But we ended up losing a game to the Bears that we should have won because I had us beating the Bears 2 times this season. Okay, and that's just real. I had us beating them 2 times. They looking pretty good. Like, the defense is looking really nice. And them benching Mitchell Trubisky was probably the best thing that they've done for their organization in the 2000s, period. Okay, so in all actuality, we really one game behind what I thought we was gonna do. And I feel like a lot of fans, y'all know as well, like we're really just one game behind, you know, like, cause the Bears game was the only game that I felt like we definitely should have won. The Saints game, we was up, okay, but a lead with our team, the Lions, if we being real, don't really mean much unless it's in the 4th quarter with 0 minutes left. You know, like, our leads don't really mean much because we have a coach that doesn't understand time management right now. You know, we have a coach who hasn't shown the ability to call a game on like the defensive side, you know, basically how the time matches up with the defensive plays and how the other team's offense is working. I don't think he hasn't figured that out all the way. You know, so we having a hard time there, you know. But for the first 4 games, man, we should have been 2-2 in my eyes, but we ended up 1-3. So me personally, I don't look at that as being a bad start off. If we had went 2-2, it would have been great. Yes, of course, but we didn't. We're 1-3 right now. And the thing I'm trying to get y'all to understand is that we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 games out of what? 5 games out of the next 7 games that we're playing teams below 500. And then out of those 5 games below 500, we playing 2 teams that haven't won a game yet. You know, so the next game against the Jaguars, this is me being totally honest, okay? I have us winning that game, all right? So I do have us winning that game, coming out, being pretty explosive, starting the game off, having a lead, and then around the 3rd quarter, they make a run. 4th quarter, we end up pulling the game off, you know, probably winning that game by like 2 touchdowns. Okay, so you heard it here first. We're going to beat the Jaguars by 2 touchdowns. This is me really telling y'all how I feel and what I think our record is going to do. Okay, now, the Falcons and the Panthers are a game for us Lions fans to be watching because we play both of those teams this year. We play the Falcons the week after next. And right now, the Falcons are 0-4. So, depending on what I see the Panthers do depending on what I see the Falcons do against the Panthers, who are a 2-2 team, is going to tell me our chances of if we're going to win against the Falcons or not. And y'all might be like, what do you mean, bro? They 0-4. But the Lions have a tendency to give up games against teams we should beat. You know, like, and I feel like the Falcons are a team that we definitely should beat, but we always have problems with the Falcons. For some reason, we always have problems. Whenever we face them, we have problems, or it's controversy, you know. So that one, I'm kind of torn with that one, but I'm going to say we win it. I'm going to have us winning that one. Now, the Colts, I have us, honestly, we might end up pulling it off, but I have us losing against the Colts. Okay, so the Colts is a game that I have us losing. They're 3-1 right now. They're 2nd in their division, and they're really playing good. I don't know how they doing it, but they really playing good, man. Like, so I have us losing to the Colts. The Vikings, of course, y'all know is a division game for us, but I have us beating the Vikings. Washington football team, I feel like we're going to start rolling there after losing to the Colts and then beating the Vikings. We're going to start really rolling and truly figuring it out. So I have us beating the Washington football team by at least 2 to 3 touchdowns. The Panthers are going to be a tough game for us. I have us losing to the Panthers. Okay? And the reason I have us losing to the Panthers is because if y'all notice, like, our defensive line has not really shown to be effective against the run. And right now, the Panthers, they have a mobile quarterback. They have a pretty good running back. And their offensive line is doing, like, extremely good, you know. So when we watch y'all really need to tune into that Panthers and Falcons game, because when you watch them run the ball, they really look good. And the quarterback they have over there is he looking like he trying to get back, you know. Like, everybody know he was hurt and had a crazy injury, but like he's coming and he's doing a pretty good job. So I have us losing to the Panthers, unfortunately. Then the Texans, I have us beating the Texans. So out of the next 5 games, or out of the next 7 games, I have us winning 5. 1 to the Jaguars, 1 to the Falcons, 1 to the Vikings, 1 to the Washington football team, and 1 to the Texans. And then I have us losing to the Colts and the Panthers. So in all actuality, we can go. So we can be about 6-5. We can be 6-5 in 11 games. We can be 6-5, and I know that might not seem like a lot, but at 6-5, we still have 5 games left. Okay. And I feel like it's gonna start getting a little tighter in our division, you know. So if we can beat Green Bay the second time, beat the Bears the second time, and beat the Vikings, you know, like, that'll put us at 9-5, you know. And then we have a game against Tampa Bay. That's a tough one. That Tampa Bay game is a tough one. But in the beginning of the season, I said that, you know, the Lions were going to do crazy numbers and all of this, and I said we were going to end up 10-6, and I still believe those projections to be true. You know, we're not out of it. We're not out of it, you know. So we got to really just sit tight and let the team figure it out. You know, do I agree with the coach that we have? No, not at all. Do I feel like he needs to be gone? I do. You know, I feel like it's a better coach out there for the job, and it's, you know, it just is what it is. Quinn, I feel like he allowed this to happen for this long. He allowed certain players to be brought in that hasn't done anything for the Lions organization. But I just want us fans to know that it's still a chance for our team, you know, and we not out of it, because out of the Bears, out of the Packers, and out of the Vikings, we have the most favorable schedule. And, like, that's just me being real. Like, we have the most favorable schedule. So it's like, as long as we just don't beat ourselves up and don't come out of the moment, you know, we definitely have a good chance of still making it to the playoffs. Yes, I did say playoffs, because I'm not shooting for nothing less until it's like 0 chances of us making it. And right now, we still have plenty of chances to make the playoffs. So I'm going to be saying that until we have no other chance of making it, you know. So right now, we have a chance of making it, and that's where I'm at with it. So once again, though, man, I want to truly thank y'all, man, for real, for everybody that's been, you know, showing love to the channel. For those of you who have subscribed, I just want to thank y'all, man. Just keep on showing love. I'm going to keep on making content. This is your boy, The Bridge, a.k.a. the most delusional Lions fan that you're ever going to meet. I'm out.